Hi, this is Sanford Coggins from VisionWise Capital, and I'm here to tell you about three things, two of which you probably would have wanted to be invested in if you haven't been already. And the third one is something you could get invested in if in fact you move quickly. But this is Laguna Beach. This is the property on 374 Cypress Drive. We've done a lot of work to this property. It's smaller units, but we're getting the rents that have allowed us in the last 3 years to increase the value of this property by literally $2 million. Let me tell you more about some of the other aspects of the deal. When we purchased it, it had 10 units, and they're all relatively small, one bedrooms and studios. But we did a great job of doing some accoutrements that really did add value to the residents in this local Laguna Beach area. These two units back here were not in existence. They were just sort of storage rooms and one place for a little sleeper unit for the previous owner to come in when he was in town and have a place to stay. We did an ADU and actually converted those through permits in the city, keeping the laundry room, but adding 2 more units, making it not 10, but 12 units altogether. You can see by the view why anyone and everyone would want to live in this place. It's just absolutely beautiful, 9/10 of a mile from the ocean. This magnolia tree was trimmed down so that you could actually see that amazing view from the patio. You and your friends can join you to have an enjoyable afternoon watching the sunset in Laguna Beach, California. So this is just an example of what we do at VisionWise Capital. We take things that are generally tired and ugly and haven't been cared for much by management that has owned it for 20 or 30 years sometimes, and we just simply make it better. We bring it up to a place where the residents in the local area would absolutely choose this place over most any other, and then we charge rents that are in line with what other apartment units in the area charge, except they've been renovated, if at all, 5-10 years ago. And here they get a new car smell. It's a very different existence and quality of life. You may recall we've had a couple of other properties that have been near the ocean. Most recently, in September of 2024, we actually bought a property in Encinitas, California called the Pacific Crest Apartments. And I'm sure you've heard something about those if you've been watching our videos and receiving our mail drops every now and then. But this property is one, once again, where we bought it old and tired, and we just simply took a nice touch to it, upgraded the interior and the exterior of the units. And what you'll find is that property, which should have taken us about 18 months to completely renovate, has taken us 14. And by the end of the year, we will have stabilized the rent. We probably will have a couple of tenants flowing into the property in the first quarter of 2026. But here again, a property we purchased for just over $13 million is now gone from $72,000 a month in income to what we're now trending at, which is $102,000 a month. That difference is about a $6.5 to $7 million difference in value for an income property. The Pacific Crest Apartments is right on the cliff overlooking the ocean. And once again, just like 374 Cypress, a quality location that's irreplaceable with a loving care and a nice intelligent design feature added to it, and a lot of hard work from a construction manager that does a great job of being on budget and on time. And that's what we do. We bring value to properties that otherwise would sit tired and not do anything to ameliorate the neighborhood that they're in. So just to be clear, not all of the properties that VisionWise Capital purchases are near the ocean. Many of them are in Westminster or Fullerton, Garden Grove. We buy things along the same strategy, 1940 to 2000 construction, $5 to $20 million in size generally. But they don't always have the same location. So we modify for that by having a different pattern of renovation. So we have 3 patterns. Pattern 1 is going to be shaker cabinets and white cabinetry with quartz countertops and LVT flooring throughout. We may, in that scenario, like we did at Encinitas, add a stackable washer and dryer if in fact the neighborhood can seem to consume that sort of a cost. But then on the other hand, pattern 2 represents more espresso cabinetry with granite countertops, which is maybe more appropriate for the city or the neighborhood that particular property is located in. Pattern 3 we rarely use. It's available if we need it, but the power of the pattern 1, 2, and 3 concept is that now our vendors know precisely what the measurements should entail in terms of a cost per square foot, and they should know what their labor cost will be. So our actual CapEx cost now is generally 3 to 5% off of our budget, because we have vendors repeatedly that are doing the same thing over and over again, just rinsing and repeating with the same product, same vendor numbers, same model numbers, and therefore able to refine their pricing model significantly. I told you I had 3 things to share with you. We did that. One at 374 Cypress in Laguna Beach. The other one is in Encinitas, the Pacific Crest Apartments, and the power of that coming to be as we are finishing up the renovation in the next 30 to 60 days. And then the third thing is something that is available for you, if in fact you have an interest. In Buena Park, we just took under contract 28 units near Knott's Farm. It's a townhome look and feel because of the size of the units and the fact that 8 of them are 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and literally spacious. That property is going to be a spectacular outcome for us as well. It's a 24-month turnaround time, and I cannot guarantee outcome on these, but I can tell you that it's looking as though that's going to be about a 30% return to the investors. I'd love for you to join us. There's a small space in that one. The bulk of that is already done, but I'm sending you this video now just for a final run at those who may want to come in at the end of this deal. We close escrow in December, and I'm looking forward to just having a spectacular 2-year run where we can create value and represent a quality lifestyle for the residents in that property as well. Give me a call if you'd like to see more information on Knott's Townhomes, and we'll be happy to send you some information on that. Be ready. Like I said, it's not going to be around for very long as an offering opportunity, but I'd love to see you have a chance at it and have a conversation around that and maybe upcoming offerings as well. That's it for now. Thank you for listening. Again, capitalism with a heart is the motto. We truly believe we're adding value to the residents and the quality of life that them and their children will enjoy.